Hi, Ian from footballboots.co.uk here, and today we're looking at the Morelia Neo made in Japan boots from Mizuno. We've got the professional version made in Japan as the Neo made in two different versions, so we will be taking a look at these today. The Morelia Neo was launched at the end of 2011 and they're headlined by the likes of Brazil's Hulk and Liverpool's Lazar Markovic. The Neo range is marketed to compete with the likes of the Vapor and F50 ranges in the speed market, but these are one of the lightest leather football boots available today. So this Neo edition is officially known as the Pearl Black Red. Most of the boot is in this pearl white color, and then you've got things like the Mizuno logo here, and on the tongue you've got Mizuno in black, and then the heel counter is all in this black as well. A little bit of red detail on there, and then you've got Morelia in gold, Neo in red. And then when you look at inside of the boot, you've got the sock liner which has got Morelia Neo written on it there, and then you've got this nice kind of gold lining to the inside of the boot, which is pretty nice. Flip it over, you have a look at the sole plate. You got all these white conical studs, a bit of red in the middle here, and then primarily it's just in the black with Mizuno logos again. Featuring a super soft K-leather upper, right out of the box you can tell this boot means business. The K-leather is very thin and is reinforced with several stitches around the forefoot here, giving you extra durability and just holding it in really nicely. In terms of sizing, these are really a very true to fit pair of boots, and considering this is actually a K-leather boot, very little of it actually is K-leather. There's a lot of synthetic that comes into this boot, and we're really only talking about the ball striking area with the K-leather here. We would recommend you go true to size, but you will know that these are great for people with wide feet. They're going to expand a little bit and do all those kind of good things you're looking for. Although it is a speed boot, the upper will give a little bit, just allowing those wide-footed players to fit these boots with ease. Inside the boot, there's nice little suede finishes that will enhance the comfort and the feel. All in all, comfort levels are very high for this lightweight speed boot. You're going to find breaking these boots in is going to be a breeze. Now, there's stitching and these lines on the leather upper at the front here, so it's just going to help the leather to flex and mold to your foot. And this additional mesh section that they have on the tongue is going to help when you're moving your foot here, and it just means it's really comfortable with this premium quality K-leather upper. It just feels really good putting your feet into these, and it'll just break in really nicely over time. The Neo features a standard sole plate with these conical studs. We're seeing them more and more these days on boots. They're really good for making those quick turns, accelerating quicker. It's very similar to what you'll see on the Hypervenom Phantom nowadays. It's also got the external heel counter, which just merges into the sole plate here, and that heel counter itself gives you nice lockdown of the heel. You've also got this red section here, which has got this one blade which goes the other way, and that's for kind of quick acceleration and also for braking as well. So it's a pretty sweet looking sole plate in my opinion for the Neo. Weight wise, this is one of the lightest boots on the market today. Weighs in at 180 grams, and that makes it the lightest leather boot available. They've done that by really thinning the leather that is on the forefoot, and then they've used synthetic materials in the non-ball striking regions to really bring the weight down as much as possible. And yeah, super lightweight for a speed boot in leather. Let's talk a bit about protection. Now, generally speed boots and protection don't really go hand in hand, and the upper of the Neo is really super thin, so if you're going to get studs on the top here, you are going to feel it. It's just that sort of thing that you're going to have to expect and know is going to happen. Now, the other thing to think about with the upper is these boots can last you a long time, but you need to look after them, so you're going to be wanting to make sure they're nice and clean, and you're treating this leather upper with some dubbing or something like that, just to make sure that it lasts as long as possible. As they are so super thin, you really do need to take care of these, and then they're going to be a premium boot for you, and they'll last a long time. So my overall verdict on the Morelia Neo, this professional edition really stands out. You can tell that a lot of time and craft has gone into making this boot. It's worth the money. The super light leather, it feels really good, and you can just tell that this is a good boot. If there were more players in the Mizuno brand, you'd see a lot more people wearing these, because these really are good boots. And if you are looking for a leather boot that is a little bit on the lighter side, then you should definitely consider these. They are a really good boot, and we definitely would say go for these if you're thinking about them, because they're quality. That's pretty much the overall impression that I'm kind of left with when I look at these. It's a quality boot. So if you're considering these boots but you're looking at some of the alternatives, this is the professional model, the made in Japan, and you could look at the standard Morelia range, or the also the ones which just aren't made in Japan. They're slightly different quality, they're not quite the same craftsmanship as the made in Japan version. You've also got the Mizuno, the Zara, and the Wave Ignitus if you're considering other boots in their range too. Thanks for watching my review of the Morelia Neo, professional model made in Japan. Hopefully you've liked this video. If you have, please make sure to drop a like, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got lots more videos coming up. Go enjoy your football.